And welcome everyone to the stream. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. In today's stream, we're going to be playing a little bit more Minecraft. So if you guys haven't already, well, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you guys did so. Anyway, yeah, let's just get right into it, I guess. I don't really know how else to, I don't really know what else to say. Let's just get into the stream. If anyone is interested in listening in or joining me on a voice chat, the voice chat is going to be accessible in the description to join the Discord, and if you guys are having any issues with the link, then feel free to let me know. But yes, I am currently on a stage, so if you guys are interested in listening in there, you're free to join the Discord today and the SMP today. The information to join the SMP is going to be located at the bottom right of the screen, so yep. I'm going to keep getting some pale oak, because I need some of that. I haven't streamed Minecraft in a while though, so I was kind of glad that I'm getting back into it. The reason why I haven't been streaming that often is because I've been having a lot of internet issues recently, so yeah, that's been fun. I would literally just join, it would kick me out, and I would be having issues in those regards, and it was annoying. I also have been going to the gym a lot more often recently, so that's also another reason why I haven't been able to get to that. And studying for school, I've also been taking up some photography gigs, so it's been hard to get around to a lot of YouTube recently. So now that I can stream, is definitely nice. I'm going to be working out later today though, so I may stream for like maybe 2 hours, maybe 2.5, and then I'm gonna go get a workout in, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So yeah, that's probably gonna be what the rest of my day is gonna be looking like. I'm also in my high school senior year, so we do have a senior assassin coming up. So what the hell? Okay, I do have a senior assassin coming up soon, so I'm gonna have to be a shut-in for a little while, so then I can, maintain my protection, which is fine. Alright. In the meantime, though, I just keep demolishing trees, and, yes. Yep, sorry, I'm gonna fill up this one. I'm gonna fill up that, shulker box full of just trees, and then, yeah, let me mark it, though, so, shulker. And then I'll just, come back to it so I have more inventory space. Welcome to the server, Crocky Plays, welcome to the server. Hope you're having a good day, and welcome, Scant. What's going on, Scant? I'm not sure if you can hear me though, for it, but if you're trying to do your trade, then I don't mind doing a trade for a silence armor trim. I do have them, but they're located on my second base, or not my second base. They're at Logan's base right now, so I have to go pick them up. So I mean, I get them when I get back. So I mean, it shouldn't be an issue, but yeah, I'm gonna be here for a little while because I'm gonna be getting some trees cut down. Alright, there we go. Hashtag deforestation, chat. We love deforesting. We must cut down every single tree. Every single tree is mine. It's also crazy what's going on in Iran right now, for anyone that hasn't heard. Oh my god, yay. What do you mean, yay? I think they just realized that I'm streaming. No way, Dr. Sumsy's streaming. Oh my god. It is nice, though, to, be back in the streaming atmosphere once more. It feels nice. Also, if you guys haven't liked up the stream yet, please do me a favor and like the stream. I'm scared. I've never been in a server. I mean, no need to be scared. Just have a good time. Oh, here we go. Tech McGam's here. Actually getting a good amount of tree right now. The reason why I'm... What the heck is that? Find a friendly outpost. What? What is that? We got an achievement yesterday too. That was a weird one. We got a hidden library. Yo, Slums, how the villager house coming along? Taking a while. I am in the stream, responding, by the way. Yeah, currently it's taking a while. I haven't even finished the interior, and I would like to use some pale look while I'm building that, so kind of glad that I'm getting some right now. He's finally streaming. No, I know, it's kind of nice to be streaming again. Alright, cool. We're a third of the way done. I have gotten a third of my trees. Whoa, that's a heart. Cool. I don't really need this resin clump though. Yeah, you can get out of my inventory. That poor creaking. I literally just killed the creaking. I mean, you can make them though, so it's fine. You can make hearts. I don't really remember what the recipe is though. I kind of forget. I think you need this. You need resin clump, right, chat? To make a creaking heart. Don't you need you need one regular log, and then you cover the rest around with resin clump? I don't remember entirely actually. So I can say. Okay, there we go. Also, I don't mind grabbing some saplings too. The saplings do come in handy. Thank you, Technogam. Also, remember guys, if you guys haven't liked the stream yet, make sure you guys like the stream. No way, it's already nighttime. That's crazy. I haven't even been cutting trees for that long. Chad, I haven't even been cutting trees for that long, have I? Only for like 10 minutes. I know. It's kind of satisfying though, cutting down trees. Make sure you join the IP above. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yep. Didn't forget to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, chat. Oh my god, there's so much. And there's the creaking right there. And he's chasing me at the speed of light. For anyone wondering, creakings are very fast. Like, they're an extremely fast mob. And they definitely do get annoying if you don't know how to, like, counter them. I usually just, you know, put them in a three block deep, like, hole to deal with these guys. Alright, mission successful. Those guys should be killing like the regular mobs though, honestly. Like almost like the wardens with the sound. I think it'd be cool if they did that with like creepers and such. And it would just make more sense. Cause like Pale Look Forest are like, they're very quiet and they're very like unique. I don't know. I feel like they should kill like other mobs, like friendly mobs and such. It would make more sense. Speaking of the warden and the ancient cities and such, it's actually pretty cool how they decided to make the warden and how they sort of decided to like implement it in the game. So for anyone wondering, Give me one moment, chat. The warden was originally supposed to be a mob that could spawn in all, like, caves. And they wanted to have, a simple design with it. They wanted to make, like, I don't know how to put it. They want a specific shape for the mob, more like an uncanny kind of shape. And they wanted it to be, the mob to move based on vibrations and noise. And it would follow you around. So the first design they came up with, the only problem with it was too big. And it looked very silly, and it wasn't working. It didn't look good. And so, since that was sadly an issue, they ended up scrapping the idea as a whole. But they wanted to bring a horror type vibe to the game itself, so they were like, well, no better way than to do a whole redesign. And so then they decided to design the warden, and yeah, it was kind of interesting. What the heck is this nether problem? I don't know. What's the spawn? What does it look like? Why is this tree in particular so hard to chop down? We spawned into a bastion with 8 brutes right here? No way. The game wants to kill you. Dude, at this rate, this damn zombie's gonna kill himself for my thorns. Why is he jumping? They can jump? Well, I mean, no shit, they can jump, but like, they can like jump and crit now? Is that a plugin? Hello. Du bist sprechen Dusche. I don't speak that language. That looks like some form of French, though. Jesus, oh my goodness. Get off of me. You're on me, get off of me. Leave me alone. I didn't do anything wrong to you. All I'm doing is cutting down your entire forest, but other than that, though, I'm not doing anything that bad. Oh, Jesus. Leave me alone. Oh, yeah, just keep chasing me. Oh, yeah, I'm not doing anything. What the hell? How is this one? There we go. Alright, now please leave me alone. English only? Yes, English only. Sadly, only English. Bro, where did you come from? You literally messed up my, like, me getting a creeper. Are you proud of yourself? Yeah, stay down there. Oh my god, skeleton. This is one of the worst parts about, like, mining up, or not mining, but, harvesting wood from Bedrock Forest, especially during the night. It's very annoying. Mostly because of mobs. Don't worry, guys, we're doing this one tree at a time. No is good English, me try. Okay, yep, all good. mean, if you need to just use a translator, just use Google Translate, and then that should work. But yeah, honestly though, English is starting to become more prominent of a language when it comes to, you know, the world. It's actually the most dominant language. A lot of people don't like that though. A lot of people are like, English is ruining other languages and culture, and you know, we should defy English. English should not be learned. And I'm like, I honestly don't think that. If honestly, if just the whole, like, remove the entire language barrier, if we all had to learn Mandarin, you know, if everyone in the world just needed to learn Mandarin just so then they can speak to one another, I would have no problem learning Mandarin. And then just speaking purely Mandarin. But only problem is that's a fantasy land kind of you know, ideology and change in the world, because the thing is, if we wanted to do that as a whole for like the entire world, it would cost us trillions of dollars just to purely fix every single sign and change it from Mandarin to from English or German or Spanish to Mandarin. Not only that, but we have several books, right? Documents, what else? IDs and different things that are all in English or German or Spanish or any language you can think of, depending where you're from. It's just like, it wouldn't work, which is a shame. Just please sleep slim so I can have some peace. I don't have a bed on me, and the night's about to be over, so it doesn't really matter anymore. What's for dinner and breakfast and lunch and breakfast? For breakfast, I had Pop-Tarts. For lunch, chicken salad, and dinner is leftover rice. Nice. For breakfast, I had, don't even remember at this point. I think I had like a protein bar for breakfast, and then for lunch, I had 2 protein shakes and another protein bar, and, for dinner, I had shrimp. Jesus. Yeah, if only this freaking skeleton, man, I swear to God. Every single mob in this entire forest is preying on my downfall. Really? Oh, okay. That's interesting. You have both signs in Dutch, or douche, and English. Because I remember having this argument with somebody one time, and we were actually kind of talking about it, and we're like, it's true. We should all speak one language. If we didn't have a language barrier, we would get a lot more done. But given like new technology, AI, and different things, barriers are starting to become less of an issue because it's starting to become easier to talk to one another. Like, I bet you money in 10 years, we're going to have auto, like, translating, like, subtitles, auto translating, like, AI voice dubs and everything like that, and they will sound perfect. And honestly, that sounds great. That really does sound great. Jesus, there's so much to mine up. I'm gonna drop off this. You can actually see all the trees I've mined out. I only need 3 more stacks. Let's go. I only chopped down like a good chunk of this forest. My pickaxe, or not my axe, but not my pickaxe, sorry, my axe is about to break. I will never use a translate, and I will always learn to do it traditional way. You would want to learn the traditional way to speak the language to people? I mean, you can try. It's very difficult to do. Oh, she got wither skulls. Nice. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. It's actually what that achievement's based off of, I believe. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Dude, all these trees are gonna go towards a beautiful house that I'm gonna be building later. I just realized, how am I gonna get back? Because I can't get back if I can't get on the nether roof. I can get iron pretty easily, but I need to get ender pearls while I'm in the nether, so that's gonna be a little bit of an annoyance, but it's whatever. So I just need to get iron, and then I need to get ender pearls, and then I can get on the nether roof. I have to find the track, and once I find the track, then we're smooth sailing. I could have a cart in my... I don't think I have it on my shulker box. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I don't think so. Oh my god, this is so much. There we go, finally. I officially cut down every single tree, so then there's enough to fill up my shulker box. This genuinely have taken me so long. Oh, I'm off. I'm off by a little. Eh, whatever, who cares? Alright, perfect. Now I need to go get myself some iron. I already have 2 pieces right here. And I have a piece of coal, so that should be enough. Alright, I need to get some stone. First order of business is to get some stone. If I can get some stone, then I can... Oh, whoops. Not that kind of stone. I need cobblestone. Then I need to get a total of 8, so then I can make myself a blast furnace. I don't have a blast furnace. I usually always carry stuff like that on me, like random stuff. I guess I didn't have it today. Alright, cool. And then I need myself some... I'm gonna need to get myself some iron, and then I'm gonna get myself some ender pearls. So I'm gonna have to like dig down somewhere. Jesus, my FPS is so bad. I don't know why. Here, I'm gonna increase the speed on my stream because it's a little bit behind. Do I not have iron? Is there no iron in here? What? You're joking me, right? That's really weird. How did he survive that? Oh, never mind. He tickled me and died. He literally went poof. Yeah, the fact that there's no iron in here is perplexing to me. I've never been in a cave before where there's no iron. Okay, that's... There it is. There's emeralds there. That's crazy. That should be enough. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for letting me get that beautiful iron, and then I'm gonna get myself my furnace going, and then once I get my furnace going, I'm going to construct myself a portal so I can refer myself back to the whatchamacallit, the back home. Wow, why did I do that? Oh my god, I can't talk. I got what I needed, so I'll drop the rest of that off. That can despawn, I don't really need that anymore. And then I'll take this back, and then I'll make myself a cart. Put that in there, and then, yeah, let's get going. Gotta say, this is such a bad spawn. I was able to get myself out. Man, do Endermen not exist anymore? Dude, Endermen have gone extinct. This is sad. The world is over, chat. Usually spawn in these kind of biomes. Oh, there's one right here. Yeah, there is one. Alright, cool beans. We have an Enderman. Hopefully he drops something. I have looting 3 on this sword, so if he doesn't, that's pretty bad. Where did this Enderman go? What? There's no way he died. That's crazy. The Enderman I was fighting literally just died. I'll get another one just in case. Alright, 2 is good. The surface is usually very high up, so this will be a bit of a pickle for me. Imagine if I find ancient debris while going through these walls. It's gonna be insane. I found bedrock. Pretty sure it goes higher than this, though. Does it go to 124? I think it goes higher. Oh my god, I don't remember. I'm not sure if 125 is the highest it goes. Is it? Wait, no, I'm on 124 right now. This is 125, that's 126. Oh, okay, so it does go higher. Okay, cool. I'm back. Welcome back. Now how do I do this? I want to get up there. How do I get up there? Okay, I could just go around. I think this is the highest it goes. I could be wrong, chat. Hey, let's try it. Let's do it, chat. There we go. Okay. Mission objective is head towards the track. Should be this way. I love being smart. We're not too far until we get over there, actually. Why is that chunk loaded in? That's kind of funny. Like, why is there random little chunks loaded in? We're almost there, come on. Boom chickalaka. What the heck is that? Why is there just a portal covered in ladders? Very strange. You people are strange. Alright. Okay. This should be good. Ah, it's definitely nice. Did Frit just go AFK? Oh, weird. No, I'm not AFK, I'm just trying to get the F out of the nether. Wait, where are you? Post-mortal. And he dies. That trident, or not trident, that totem was for nothing. You gave him a totem for nothing. That's insane. About to get to the roof. Yo, what's the command to TP to your grave? Not sure if it got removed. Slash grave. I don't know what the command is. Like, I genuinely don't know. Alright, cool. Watch, my cart's gonna disappear. What the hell just... I just love it when my cart does that, right? What else? Who else likes it when their cart does that? Okay, let me remove that, and let me remove that. Alright, I'm just gonna have it autopilot towards there, and then I'm gonna go turn on my fan. Nice. I landed on my island. That's actually kind of funny. I literally landed on my island. Out of all the places I can land. I have my fan on right now. Hopefully it doesn't like blow into my microphone or something like that. Definitely does feel good though. Oh, I do have a boat that I can put down here. Maybe someone will need this boat eventually, I'm not sure. I'll leave it right there for the next person. Oh my god, it's freaking chickens. Alright, let's finish replacing the space and making it look good. Alright, cool. I want to get this done because it's like, I hate looking at it and like, it's not fully fixed. It like, you know, I don't know why, it just makes me annoyed. I definitely am gonna need more. There we go. That should be good. I'll do this part. There's definitely gonna be some parts here that I haven't like fixed yet. I just know it. The original person who owned this is actually one of the owners, and one of the owners is, he was actually disappointed that the base was getting taken down, and then after this he's just like, he's just like, whatever, who cares? And I said, well, how about this? It's like, let's make a deal. And he's like, okay, what's the deal? And I was just like, I won't take down your base. And they're like, oh, cool. I'm like, but there is one caveat to this. And he's just like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm gonna be redoing it. And he's gonna be like, he's just like, huh? And I'm like, I have two options for you. I can save the schematic, and then I can move it to a different spot. All the materials will be saved, everything will be fine. But, or I can keep it in the same place and then change the material that's currently being used for it. And he was just like, yeah, sure, do that. I was just like, alright. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So far the pale oak looks great. I mean, I've never had a problem with pale oak, so... Yeah, I mean, if you have a problem with pale oak, I'm sorry, but you have a problem with me. Pale oak is indeed the best wood in the game. Like, this room is already looking great. Okay, there we go. No, I was going crazy when I heard City Escape in the background, Slime. What do you mean? Oh, the music? You like it? You play Sonic 2? Well, it's making you trip, huh? You're going like, oh my god, nostalgia. No, I get it, I get it. Only the older 3D games. I haven't kept up with Sonic since Sonic Colors. Really? Oh my god, it's been a while. So, it must have felt good though hearing it, huh? Do you need help getting out of the Nether, by the way? It sounds like you're having a bit of a hard time. Sure, you've heard this one before. If you haven't heard this song before, chat, I'm sorry, but you need to get out of my stream immediately. Just trying to find the track, which I have the chord saved for. And you shouldn't have a problem finding it. Strange. Do/trust my name. Uh-oh. I was trying to scam somebody into making me trust his thing. Don't fall for the scam, man. Not messing with you. So, Fred, you enjoying the SMP or what? Okay, there we go. I'm almost done getting a lot of this stuff out of my base, or out of the thing. Okay, there we go. It's just slowly looking better and better over time. There's just some things I need to fix here and there. Hell yeah, man! Pretty much the thing. Look forward to after work every day. I'm just playing on here. Just help me more than you think. I know, right? It just like I remember when I used to have that feeling. I mean, I still do. It's not as strong anymore because I have other like things I have to worry about in life right now. Other than Minecraft, but I do have the most playtime on the server, and I can tell you right now for certain, I had a blast the very first time I started playing on the SMP. It was so fun. I was just, I mean, it's not like I'm still not having a blast, but it's just like, you know, that feeling is just like, oh my god, you're barely starting out on the SMP. It's so fun. It's literally, it's so fun. That's all good. Don't worry about it, Scant. Yeah, that's cool that it's helping you. Minecraft can help you out with your mental health a lot. It really can. It's just like being creative and having that little like that ability to just be creative and you know have fun and look forward at the end of the day. It's such a good feeling. I actually I was in class one day and we were doing vocabulary, and there was actually one bit of vocabulary that we were going over. I think it was salutary. Yeah, salutary. Not a lot of people knew what it meant. I knew what it meant though. And then she's like, okay, can someone on the word describe me something that's salutary? I go up there and I write Minecraft. And then she's like, why is Minecraft salutary? And I'm like, Minecraft's salutary because it's gonna help with your mental health. I'm like, you can build shit in that game, bro. And she's like, is it really that salutary? And everyone in the class just like nods their head like, yep. Yeah, that was definitely a time. But yeah, this house is actually going to become a stasis chamber room, but when it's done. A lot of people are like, why am I doing this in the first place? Or a lot of people maybe will be wondering that. Maybe not a lot, but still, like, people still may wonder why I'm doing this in the first place. And the main reasons why is because why did I do that? Anyway, one of the main reasons why I'm actually doing this in the first place is because I'm gonna be using it for a stasis chamber holder room. So this place is actually gonna like hold my stasis chamber and stuff. So that's gonna be nice. Having a place to, you know, hold your stasis chamber definitely will be cool. Sorry, my mother walked in. All right. It looks decent. I missed some parts. Ugh, I could see them. Yuck. Okay. There's no way. There's blocks in this wall too. Are you freaking joking me? Bruh. Okay. I'm not sure if I should keep the rest of this outside portion of the wall. I'm probably gonna delete that and make it regular pale oak too. Yeah, the house is definitely coming along. I think what I actually may do is use, for these parts, I may actually use deep slate bricks. That may actually not look bad. Give me a second, my bedrock. Yeah, by the way, killing is literally not allowed unless you steal great for just annoy people. Yes, this is true. Anyway, chat, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go AFK. I'm gonna go do something. Let me put text up on the screen. I am not sleeping. Alright, I'm back. I am back. What happened while I was gone? Why is my music off? What happened to my music? Why is everything quiet? I don't like this. I don't like it. Whoops. Yo, Slimy made it back home. Yeah, feel free to meet me at my base, please. When you're ready. Oh yeah, I forgot you're in the stream. Oh, whoops, there's skeletons up there now. Need to keep those there, otherwise that little turd's gonna keep spawning back. Yeah, you can visit. I don't really mind. It's all good. What to bring? You could bring maybe, I don't really know what's a good trade to bring. Another ingot one. I don't know if that's... Another ingot? I'm not sure. I don't mind doing another ingot. I had to go naked so Scan's friend would trust me. That's a little weird. Sure, I can get you an ingot, just give me a while. I have to dump off my own resources. All good. And do you mind bringing back those shulkers? By the way, please. How many did you give me again? I don't remember. 6, maybe? I don't remember. All I remember is I gave you a good amount. That's it. I've just checked each chest. Okay. Bro, Slime, what's up? You have like every enchant from these villagers or something? Yeah. I know, touch the merchandise. Dedication. Yes, indeed. It's not that hard, actually. Actually, that's not true. I need lunch 3 still. Dude, I'm not trading with them. I'm not messing around. I don't really care. If you're only gonna get like a couple trades out of them, even if you did have emeralds. I'm getting I need to get Logan online. I'm telling him, dude, get online. I'm trying to, because he hasn't zombified them yet, and he doesn't know about zombification, or at least he didn't know when he made a majority of them. So yeah, actually though. What do you mean, yeah, actually though? There we go. Who cares about that stone brick? Actually, yeah, it's whatever. I'll just leave it. You can actually see Logan's beacon right down there. beacon he carved in there. Okay. I actually made this smoker room right here. Yeah. Looks like I need to restock.
Are these lava buckets?
Down here? No. These are where the potatoes go. Like, wherever you cook something, it will immediately go in here. You dispense them in the hopper carts up here, and then they distribute them equally. They distribute them equally amongst every single one of these smokers, whatever food you need to cook, and then it drops them all down into the chest. And it gets it done at like 20 times the pace of a regular smoker. Just, you know, efficiency. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Alright, later. And try not to get trapped. Sounds good, dude. I mean, I have no intentions of trapping you, but... Yeah, no, I understand. Okay. I also need to get rid of these, because I'm not going to be using these type of leaves anymore. Logan said I can actually live here if I wanted to and just redesign the house. I feel like he's been very, very for that decision. I was just like, maybe. I was like, I'll think about that. I'm not sure if I want to live here or not. Doesn't really... I don't know. I'll see. Maybe I'll take him up on the offer, who knows. You should probably move soon, because you're like making all this stuff for him, well. I mean, I don't mind. No, like move in, I mean, is what he was trying to say, like move into his house. Or just claim it since you made like 25%. That's not how it works. When someone gives you trust, that doesn't, and you build on it, doesn't mean that you immediately have ownership over it. No, not claim it, live there. Oh, okay. Because like, we've there's actually been disputes about that in the past, and it's caused a lot of drama. Being completely serious with you right now. Wrong wording, well, yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's been quite the incidents in regards to the server that have happened just because of claims alone. You'd be surprised. Oh yeah, no, people really care about their claims. That is something very important to a lot of the people of the Minecraft server. I probably would be. Yep. Well, it looks like everything's coming along pretty well. I think I'm not sure if I'm gonna make these tiles or not. I'll make them tiles. It makes sense because if the server's never getting a season 2, well, every block of land is precious. Yes. Oh no, the server's never getting a season 2. I feel like a lot of I don't know if Logan made that clear yet, but yeah, the server ain't getting a season 2. I feel like it should. What do you mean a season 2, by the way? Maybe like a second server if you want to start fresh. Not like replace the server. No. Yeah, no. I don't think we're ever gonna be doing that ever. Was there something right here? Oh yeah, it went like that, right? Did it go like that? I'm rewatching my stream. Or was that a slab? Oh, it was a slab. Oh, okay, now I remember. Alright, I need to make some slabs then. I'll make a couple. Actually, I'll make a good amount. We do need some slabs. Okay, cool. Boom chakalaka. I don't really know where I'm gonna put this though. I don't know, chat. I'm not sure if you guys mess with it. I mess with it. Like, I mess with that design. Obviously, it's gonna be regular pale oak, but yeah, I'm liking it so far. I'm loving it. Dude, these beacons are so loud. Okay, there we go. Marcy, join up. Oh, yo, Slime Dog. What's up, man? What's going on, Marcy? What's it called? Tegmagam wants you in the game, I guess. Hey, you do you, man. I ain't forcing you to do nothing. How you been, man? I haven't seen you in forever. I've seen Marcy. I saw him recently. Marcy, did I tell you I got into a drama with Nightmare? Nightmare got mad at me, I guess. And then he, like, reported me to Logan and everything. It was crazy. And then Logan knew his report was bullshit. Who's Nightmare? Somebody on Logan, one of Logan's friends. I got a proposition for you, Slime. What's the proposition? Crazy. Yeah, what's the proposition? I also saw that you made a YouTube video. Haven't seen it yet. Well, I saw a little bit of it from what I can, you know, what I can watch. What's the proposition, though? For the first time in years, I want to do a trade. Also tech, I can't right now. I'm in Mexico. What's a trade? Yeah, sure, I don't mind trading. What's the trade? Is it a big trade? Yeah, have a good time in Mexico. Don't, it's some, what? Don't, it's some shit? Wait, what? I mean, yeah, I know Mexico's in a bit of an issue right now. That shouldn't be laughing at that, but still, it's just, yeah. Well, kind of. I'm so confused, man. What are you trying to tell me? Mercy, what are you trying to tell me, man? What's the trade? Dude, will I even have enough for the roof? My guys, you have to tell me what the trade is. No mercy. I had exactly 15 on me. That's cool. And Marcy never told me what he wanted to trade. How sad. For anyone wondering, chat, this is gonna be a bit of a building stream. Isn't it always slime? Oh, come on. For the last few days, anyway. Yeah, you're kinda right. I do build a lot. I mean, I don't build that much. Oh, whoa. This is exposed, some oak. You didn't want this oak here. Alright, let me get this. I want to add subtitles to a bomb YouTube short I made because I'm too lazy to, and my editor doesn't do that in exchange, and I can give you something in Minecraft. I mean, I could just do it for free. Just send me the video and I can do it for you real quick. You want to give me something in return for a trade, just start playing on the SMP more. Yeah, you don't gotta give me anything for that. I got you. I even show you to do it yourself. Can be a little bit difficult though to add subtitles to certain things. Yeah, you can actually use AI to put in subtitles for you, which isn't terribly hard. Yeah, I don't mind teaching you how to do it. Yo, does gambling still work? Yes, gamble still works. You can still gamble in the chat. Do !gamble. I'll tell you what, when you get back from Mexico, assuming you come back alive, we can work on that. Can I send it to you in a Google Drive? Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna see if I can use up all my deep slate materials, and then once I'm out, then I'll just come back to it another time. So far though, it's not looking bad at all, actually. Rebuilding Rario's house is definitely a pain in my ass though. But I mean, I'm making it look better though, so I don't know. Like chat, doesn't that look better? The original design used to be like, it used to be, how do I put this? Like a birch, oak, dark, spruce. It was weird. It was a weird design. Me, myself, I wasn't a fan of it. Logan wasn't a big fan of it either. But I mean, Rory was a fan of it, so. It's still gonna hold the same design, it's just gonna look slightly different. No, I'm not in Mexico, I was just kidding. Send me your Gmail on Discord, by the way. My Gmail's on my YouTube. drslimzyt@gmail.com. I have a YouTube business affiliated email, so that can work. No way, I have like the perfect amount. It's great. Oh yeah, I just noticed you were in the base for it. Why didn't you say anything? did, lol. Where? Fritz said something? Yo, Sam, I'm here. Oh. My bad. I told you, you should have gone on the stream. Text me on stream. Oh my goodness. My bad, by the way. Alright, let's go. I'll just do stream next time. Yeah, I was reading the stream chat. I don't have many silence trims. Let me make more. Man, the girl has trust issues, you can tell. I can make more. Another 2 more armor stems here. I can make more weapons. Yep, no problem. Want to see something? This is where I am going to be keeping my villagers. Is each wall gonna be a different profession? All librarians. The walls will be organized based on. She's so mesmerized. She's like, a lot of them, lol. There are a lot of them. This is a slime everyday build. That's actually real. You should see the island. Scared to see how many villagers I have in the auto breeder. Oh god. How many do you have? Yeah, that's literally an everyday build for me. That's the island I am building. It's like 25% done. Maybe 10 or maybe 15. No, what's going on, Miller? Welcome to the stream. Dude, that thing's gonna be huge. I just realized. Planning to make it just one big line or lands connect to the other rounds. One island, but I may make more. You ever see something like this? He's probably gonna be like, no. No, I haven't. Oh, you're in for a treat. Alright, let me go back up the ladder. So once you get your potatoes and everything that you need, you go back up the ladder. Put your shulker box full of food here. Put those in there. Put that in there. Make sure you grab an efficient amount of them. Then you grab one of these. Oh, whoops. Then you move them. Then they all cook for you. She took my potatoes. I've done something like this ages ago for ores. No way, is this one out of coal? This one's out of coal. That's crazy. I'll put the coal in there. Already got like 45 baked potatoes. Yummy potatoes. Ooh, let's see if I can get a Phantom Membrane. Here, Tech, are you sleeping, Tech? Here, I'm gonna go to sleep too. Alright, I'm sleeping. Okay, lucky. I didn't get anything. Damn, that's a shame. That's exactly how I put my anvils along. Just like 5 on top of each other. It's so annoying though, like replace them. Which one do you want? Here, which one do you want? Do you want this one? Which one do you want? Pick one. Did you build on survival? Yeah, I did. I didn't build everything. My friend built some of it too. Like my friend built that portion. I did a lot of this. Flooring I did, this aquarium I did, the downstairs portion I did. And I just realized when I started collecting armor, I'm gonna need like all 7 armor tiers. Yep. Stream died out of my end, hold on. Oh, what? It's weird. Alright, pick one. You should just join the VC. Agreed. It definitely does, you know, make life easier. I got nothing better to do. I don't have a Discord command, I don't think. Alright, there you go. Alright, pick one, pick one. This one you haven't gotten yet. Oh yeah, also, you need 4 different trims. Give me one moment. Dude, what? Yo, I want a trim sob. I know, you can trade me some. Just trade me for some. Damn, brother can't trade? Damn. How come he's getting it for free? I never gave it to... What? What are you talking about? I never gave it to them for free. No, my bad. Oh, you're chill. He didn't give it to me for free. I traded another for it. Yeah. I mean, the different trims cost different values, in my opinion. So some can definitely cost different amounts. When in terms of pricing goes, like a Coast Armor trim, I'll be like, give me 5 diamonds for it. Because it's just like, it's Coast, you know? Who cares? But then there's some that are like harder to get. Like much more difficult. Do you have all of them? Yeah, I do. These are the ones you need, by the way. From that one place. I think there's 4 different types you can get. You need all 4 of those to dig up from that, from the Trail Ruins. I don't mind trading you coordinates for Trail Ruins if you want, though, to get the rest of these. I would say those ones are difficult to get, and then there's definitely more that are much more difficult too. Spire can be annoying to get sometimes. Not a lot of people have Dune, but I mean, Dune's pretty easy to get. Vex is a hard one. Let me see. Obviously Silence, but you already have Silence. I suppose Tide is hard to get, but I mean, a lot of people already have Tide. Yep. I mean, but this isn't all of them, though. There's definitely way more. Like, there's Wild, there's Flow, there's Tide, there's Snout. Like, it's low-key crazy how many there are. There's Rib. What is this? Ward? Dune. Bolt. Look how many more there are. This is crazy. Did I forget to put Coast out there? Coast is out there. Yep, this is all of them. Crazy, huh? I may be willing to do some more trading. I'd say the 2 top rows are the hardest ones to get. These ones will be difficult. Gotta go have a good day. Yeah, you too. How much are the Ribeye, Spire, and Vex? Those are 4 of the ones I'm looking for. The Ribeye, Spire, and Vex? Um, I don't know. Not many people have Vex, and I'm trying to put like a huge like embargo on it right now because I already demolished like 10 of the woodland mansions that exist around the entire area because they're one of the rarest structures to find in the game, and I'm trying to put an embargo on the Vex because, you know, I want to be the only person with the Vex armor trim. But I mean, I can throw that in there for a good sum. Just can't. I don't mind giving you Vex, but you just can't trade it to other people. Because, you know, it's Vex. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can throw that in there. I can throw in there. I mean, I shouldn't be hard to get. You just need a Ender Eye, and you just need to look for one of the You need to find one of the strongholds out of the hundreds that exist on the server. They spawn within a 10,000 block range of 0, 0. So but I could trade that to you. I forget Spire. How do you get Spire? You get those from the airships? They're not terribly hard to get. Just chance. Silence is annoying to get because, yeah. And City Chest, I think, yeah. And then the silence is because that silence is hard. You know why. Ancient cities are hard to find for 1. 2, they're dangerous. And 3, they have a small spawn rate. The top 4 are easily the hardest, though. And it's so aggravating to loot all these because you need to dig them out. I forget how you get ribeye. You get them from nether fortresses. You ran into the. Sorry, that's messed up to laugh. Okay. So you want this one, right? Rib. Spire. Vex. For one another, right? I don't know. All 4. I would say like 2, maybe. Yeah, I'd say like 2 of those are very hard to get. The other 2 are like medium. I don't know. Do you like mining? Alright, I'll cut you some slack here. If you can fill up these 2 with cobbled deep slate, I'd really appreciate it. I mean, I was a miner in Xbox 360. Okay. Okay. I think we were all miners then. Yeah, I can keep these here for you, and then I'll duplicate these. Sure, I could do that. Yep. Cool. It's like the world is small. Sure, yep. How do you duplicate the eye armor trim? I always forget. Let me check. I think endstone. Oh god. Yeah, you're right. Oh god. Hopefully I have endstone. Jesus. When the entire end island is not filled with endstone, to kind of, you know, mind letting me out of the base so I can go get to mining? Yep, for sure. You can also go get ores in the meantime, too. majority of the time, a lot of people don't have the trades that I want, or just don't have enough stuff. And so what I tell them to do is I'm like, go to get some labor done for me, boy. And it's usually how I usually just do things sometimes with some people. I love playing after doing in real life labor to do virtual labor. Yeah. No, it's like a lot of people just. I mean, no insult to you, but like I don't really. You don't really have much that I really want. But I definitely can find ways of like getting things that I want, like a bunch of cobbled deep slate. Like I definitely do need that. I'm running out of a lot of deep slate bricks, and Logan's not going to be a very happy camper if he comes back to the base and realizes that a lot of his deep slate has been used up. I mean, well, you volunteered for that. I mean, someone else has it worse than you, man. I have somebody out there right now getting me 10 shulker boxes full worth of smooth deep slate. Oh, God. Granted, I ended up putting over 150 enchantments at least on different items for them, so, I mean, it makes sense. I had every right to charge them that much. I told them, I made it clear to them, I was just like, this is gonna cost a lot, you know that, right? And they're like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, you know, I'm gonna ask you for a good amount, right? And they're like, I don't have much though. And I'm like, you have what I want. You have hands, right? And he's just like, yeah. I'm like, well, you can use them, right? And he's just like, yeah. I'm like, there you go. I'll get you the labor, boy. What's the rib armor recipe, by the way? I always forgot. What is that one? Nether bricks, I think. Yeah, right? I think I have those. Okay. Well, I already have 3 out of the 4 duplicated, so that's cool. But yeah, you still have a long way to go, Frit. I mean, like... Oh my goodness. There's a plane outside my house that's riding really low to the ground. Like, I've seen planes get low, but I've never seen them get that low. Hopefully the pilot didn't suffer from an issue or something like that. Yeah, I've never seen them get that low before. That's kind of scary. Oh, it's nighttime. I can go to sleep. You guys want to go to sleep? Best part about mining is that I will let my copper smelt down for my base. True. How many people are sleeping? All good. We need a third to sleep. That is one problem. There we go. We need one more. Alright, cool. Let's go, guys. We're locked in. Damn. 9, 11... Whoa, 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 sorry. I was counting, sorry. I went from 5 to 4 plus 2, and then it said 9, 11 out loud. That's horrible, horrible disaster. Anyway, 12. 14. Okay, cool. My cat has brought me back 16 items, and none of them has been phantom membranes. It's a shame. If it doesn't give me a phantom membrane in the next 15 sleeps, then that should be a, yeah, that's a suck. Alright, I think it is nether bricks, so I'm gonna go check. And if you're wrong, Banafrit, I'm gonna go over to your base and blow it up. Not messing with you. No, it's not. It's not nether bricks. It is, let me see. Kinda curious to see what it is myself. Oh, it's netherrack. That's weird. I'm kind of thinking about putting a netherite on my a new armor piece. You know what? I may actually do that. I'm gonna put like netherite on one of my trims, one of my armor pieces. Tell me you're rich without telling me you're rich. Jesus, I have so many diamonds. Yeah, I have a good amount. That's good. But yeah, whenever I'm trading, I always try to like stay consistent in my trades and be fair with others. That is one thing that I try to do a lot, and sometimes some people just don't like the way I trade, which is honestly fine. Alright, I need the boots. I have a question. Banafrit. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't think for a second there. Do you think my trade was reasonable or no? I'd say it was reasonable. Okay. Because I feel like a lot of people tend to, you know... Well, mostly Doge. Doge called me a scammer. He's just like, you're a scammer. I was just like, what? Like, how am I scamming you? And he's just like, you always ask for, like, very, like, high trades for a lot of things. And I'm like, well, you gotta kind of, like, think about it for a second. Like, some of this stuff ain't easy to get. I mean, I wish it was easy to get, but sadly it's not. Anyways, the mine begins. Good luck, soldier. You'll always be remembered. I need to put all the villagers down there. I can't do it. I can't enchant the armor though without the villagers being upgraded. Because some of them ran out of trades. Jeez, that's a shame. I'm gonna deliver these potatoes. But yeah, Frit, by the way, just the reason why I used that smoker or made it in the first place was because for the donation chest, I would actually, there's a donation area right outside of my base, and when new players join, I direct them towards there instead of just having to go back and forth and like get stuff for them. So I just drop off stuff before stream starts or anything happens, and then I just leave it there for new players, and then they can just stop by and get food. It's not the best food that they can get, but it's something. The main reason actually why I decided to build something like this was because of my first experience on the server. I remember the first day I joined, the one thing that was the hardest to get for me was food. And it was because of the mob caps at the time that were just excruciatingly like maxed out in that area. But also the destruction of the area and then just the overall access to items, it was kind of bad. Also at the time too, believe it or not, Logan used to teleport people a lot. Like he would teleport people non-stop, and then I called him out on it. I was just like, why are you teleporting people? I was just like, don't teleport people. I'm like, it ruins the experience. And they're like, how? He was just like, how? And I'm like, well, at this point, just teleport everywhere. I'm like, there's no point in what you're doing right now. Anything that you do nowadays is just, it doesn't matter. You're just cheating. That's creative mode stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Sentry Armor Trim. I didn't have one of the Sentry Armor Trim. I already gave you banner for it, by the way. Just an FYI. So if I didn't show you that one, you know why. Yeah, those ones from the outpost. Remember? I'm gonna check something real quick. I was looking up how one of my teams are doing right now online. If you guys had to say, what's your guys' favorite part about this game and why? Two, three, four, five. That needs 5. That also needs 5. Damn. Everyone's so quiet. Oh. Frit responded. I mean, probably be collecting a group of the Pokemon series, and I sort of got the mindset from there, which is why I like to collect a lot of specific like armor trims. Good for you. For Pokemon and shiny Pokemon, hunted over 300 of them. I collected Pokemon cards. I actually have a Pokemon card right now that's a good chunk of change. Let me actually see how much it is. Let me see how much some auctioned off for. One auctioned off for recently for 700 bucks. In the world right now, one of them is there's only 748 currently recorded in the world. I need to sell it soon. That card, I need to sell it. I'm probably gonna sell it for like a grand. And then throw in 3 more cards in the process too, and then sell those. Want to get rid of all my cards. And then I'm gonna see if I can get like, I don't know, 1,200 bucks out of them. And then if we can get 1,200 bucks out of all those cards, that'd be definitely nice. You give me a stack of cookie for this. What? What are you guys even talking about? Usually whenever I'm doing anything on the server, like whenever I'm playing, whenever anything I usually do on the server, whatever I'm building or I'm bored, and I just need something in the background while I'm playing, I'll usually put on cop chase videos, like what's it called, like chase scenes or Code Blue Cam. I'm not sure if you guys ever did the YouTube channel, but it's mainly content that's that was made and created in Wisconsin. Sonic Heroes soundtrack typically do when I go build or explore. Makes sense. For me though, it's mainly just cop videos. I like watching like chases and, you know, stupid people making stupid decisions with their life and, you know, thinking that they can run from the cops and get away with it. That's funny to me. Well, it's not funny, but like, it's interesting, you know, watching the chases and then watching how the law enforcement like handles them. I think I'm gonna get Logan to get online today. I work at a grocery store, so what got me interested in body cam videos was stuff for like shoplifting, since I've never seen what happens after they get caught by. Really? You've never seen what happens after they get caught? It depends on the state that you're from, really. Which I'm obviously not gonna ask because that's private information. I work outside, so I never see anything. Oh, I see. Usually it's very subtle, and most workers don't care, if I had to be quite honest with you. My parents are cops, and you know, that's never really been easy for me, but I've heard all kinds of stories and I've seen it, and it gets definitely crazy. But a lot of people don't really come to realize how hard of a job it is, and a lot of people lack a lot of empathy when it comes to such brutal topics like that. I don't really know how to put it, but a lot of people definitely do have a lot of hate in their heart for law enforcement, especially now with the current with the current administration and just overall over time and what's been happening, whether it's George Floyd or any other accident that a cop had made. It's just, it puts a bad image on all cops, and not all cops are bad. And it really sucks. It really sucks when in reality those are the people that are like protecting you and keeping you safe, and a lot of people fail to realize that, and it's just, it sucks. It sucks because it hurts people like my parents, and it hurts people like you know, my friends who are also cops, or you know, other people that I know that are coworkers of my parents. It's just like, it's really sad, and they work hard and they do a lot of good, and yeah, nobody shouldn't have to live in fear when they, at the end of the day, is to try and protect you. Exactly. A lot of people don't really understand, though, that point of view from the officer's point of view, and they always, I feel like a lot of people like don't understand, which definitely does suck. A lot of people are naive, and me myself, I'm even naive, but I'm even naive still because I'm not in their shoes. But I can definitely have sympathy, and I can, you know, understand where they're coming from. A lot of people refuse to have that understanding, and will just shame cops, or saying, "Oh, we need to defund the police," and just like, no, that's not the route in which you need to take this at. And it's really sad. And a lot of people live in a very backward mindset, and that's been happening a lot recently with politics too. That's also another thing, and it's really sad. It's really sad to see people not really looking at the bigger picture when it comes to a lot of issues currently in the world right now. It's a shame. But ICAM videos are an addiction. Yes, they are. Especially in recent years, I believe it's rough. Nobody shouldn't have to live in fear. Yeah. One choker filled. Nice, good job. You should probably be also getting ores in the process too. That's also another reason why I wanted you to do that. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. So in the process while you're doing that, you're probably finding ores. More diamonds, the better. I'm going to need thousands if I want to seriously build up my collection up. And you're probably going to need a lot. Well, I already have 2 of my rooms already set up over here. I'm probably going to, you know, set some beds up down here. But I definitely need a zombie. Going to need a zombie of some sort. But the main reason why I built this, because the original, you remember the original one that was here, Frit? The original house that was here, full of all the villagers? I'm not sure if you remember. Sort of. But yeah, originally, what was there was like a little house, almost. And it was a villager house. It was very unorganized. It was very, it wasn't very well proofed. The house was very, BRB? Alright, yeah, all good. Yeah, it wasn't very, protected well. A lot of people were breaking into the base for the intent of, you know, using the villagers. And sometimes I place, you know, trade walls behind some of the entrance, because it's like, you can't just break into the base and then just trade with the villagers, you know, that I worked hard for. It's just like, you know, that's not right. Like, you can't just ask to come in the first place if you need to trade like that. Yeah, people, and then they grief the base in the process while trying to get into. It's definitely annoying. So I intentionally used a triple layer automated door, and basically, and deep slate's also very blast proof too. So, and it's also underground, and it's very deep into the base. So it's gonna be very difficult for someone to try to grief their way or interpearl or whatever, try to get into it. So there's gonna be a lot of defense, just trying to get into it, while also making it easier for the user just to get in. I like redstone. Redstone's pretty fun. Jeez, an iron golem? I was getting spawn camped. There was one time I went AFK and I didn't have much stuff at the time. I didn't have extra armor, extra tools and such. And there was a baby zombie that killed me while I was AFK. I don't know how it got to me, but it did. And it took all my netherite armor. It took my sword and everything basically. And the guy started like decimating everything in its sight. Yeah, it was insane. So that's when I came up with the idea. Why don't I just, you know, get a zombie and then just give it a bunch of armor, a baby zombie, and then just get a bunch of armor, and then put them inside the base, and someone comes in, they just get killed by them. I'm getting spawn killed, bro. Where's your coordinates? I'm gonna fix my tools. Alright, this may sound weird to say, but I feel like stuff tastes better when it burns in your mouth. Is that weird to say? I don't know. Did you ever play Senior Assassin, by the way, on Frit? I know you're out of high school now, probably. Never have. Are you still in high school, or are you out of high school? I'm assuming you're out of high school. Out of high school. Okay. Thought so. But yeah, it's something that you can do for in high school. And we have that event for my school. It's not really an event that's hosted by the school, it's hosted by friends. But yeah, I'm in the challenge right now, and it's just the winner gets like $2 grand. If I win $2 grand, that'd be insane. I told my buddies, I'm like, or I told a lot of people, there's a big group chat. A lot of people know my parents are cops. I told them, like, you guys can try breaking into my house if you guys want to. I'm like, you guys won't be, but the thing is, though, it's not a water gun that's gonna be, you know, in your face. It's gonna be a different kind of gun. You won't be walking out of there wet. You'll be walking out with something a little different. Swiss cheese, if you will. Nah, I'm joking. California's very how do I put this? Very strict with their gun laws, their gun security, and how you know, you use your weapon. Like, if someone breaks into your house and is coming at you like with the knife, like they have to be coming at you with the knife, right? Or they have to like you have to prove that they have the intent to go in there to harm you. And if not, then you cannot hurt them. And like if you take them down and you break their bones or something happens, or you punch them and they get severely hurt, or something happens to them, or they get like cognitively disabled because of the event, that person can sue you in court, and you can face issues because of that, simply because you're defending yourself. Even if it wasn't a fatal blow or a fatal shot, they can sue you for that. Yep, for them breaking into your house, even if they had the intent of stealing. It's insane. It's so stupid it works like that. Yep, no, it does. Guess what? Another thing too. In California, if you're driving without insurance here, the cops have no authority to tow your vehicle now. Unless it's damaged, obviously, and I can't run on the road anymore. But if it can, they have no authority to tow your vehicle. They can't even like arrest you for that either. They may give you a ticket, and then the person may just continue driving like normal, even if they don't have a license or insurance. That's insane. We're so lenient over here. We're super lenient. It's actually insane. So whenever I tell people like, oh, I hate living in California, and they say it's just like the cops or something like that, I'm like, please shut up. Please shut up. And they're like, why do you say that? And I'm like, because you're an idiot. I'm like, you live in one of the most lenient states of all time when it comes to laws. Like, you can commit murder out here, and like you can basically walk off scot-free. It's insane. So annoying. Hey, I have a question for you, Frit. It's a bit of a personal one. Alright, so, say if someone really close to you, like think of the closest person to you right now. Let's just say someone were to, like, brutally hurt them and, like, basically just torture them and then they just kill them, right? Would you want that person to be executed, or no? Would you want them to live the rest of their life rotting in prison? It's a hard one. Rotting in prison is more of a punishment than death, LMAO. Do you think so? For me, I'm the opposite. I would want the person dead. I'm not sure if you can say, remember, you're in a place with people like you when you go in there. Yeah. I don't know, though. It's just like, then again, though, like, you gotta remember, prisons are not, like, prison, like, it's, I don't know how to put this. It's not as bad as you may think it is. They actually make it, like, pretty, you know, like, you can read in there, you can play video games, I heard in some places. It's just, like, it's stupid. I'm like, it's not really a punishment. Like, Jeffrey Dahmer, he got baptized in prison. And he got to read all these kinds of books that he wanted to read while in prison. And he just did so many disgusting things to people. I don't know, that's just insane to me. What the F happened there? What do you mean, what happened there? The death message. Oh. Yeah, no, I can see your point of view, though. Having them just rot in prison and think about it. Then again, though, I'm just like, think about it. It's just like those kind of people, you have to have them in specific cells, and then you have to have under certain like security to make sure that they don't get like harmed by other prisoners, because other prisoners, if they find out what you did and they don't like it, they will like harm you, kill you. They will do whatever they can, right? They don't like that. And that means that person, that specific person needs extra security, needs someone managing them 24/7, watching them. And then that's just more work for prisons, more money, more food, more water, more, utility that you have to use to, like, just tax money in general, just going towards those kind of people. Yep, very annoying. Probably gonna get off soon. Alright, I have a question for you. What do you think is a charge worthy of death row? Like, here's a good one. What about terrorism? Okay, what about treason? Assassinating the president, vice president, senator, or any of the members of the House of Representatives, whether they're whether they're moderate, Republican, or Democratic. Without question, yes for that. Okay. SA. And you know what kind of SA I mean. Like, the person does that to them and then proceeds to murder them after that. Cannibalism. Oh, no way, I got some zombies. Let's go. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Let me know if some of these questions are a bit too personal, though. No, I understand. They are and aren't. Oh yeah, a lot of people probably don't even know about why I broke up with my girlfriend. Well, that's good. But yeah, I ended up breaking up with my girlfriend because I posted about her a little while ago, and then I stopped, and I feel like a lot of people don't really understand like why I stopped. So to clear up any of the confusion, the main reason why I stopped was because she was linking conversations, our conversations specifically, to people she didn't know. And that had personal messages, and not necessarily like nudity or anything like that. I mean, I wouldn't send anything like that. I wouldn't do anything like that. That's not, yeah, no, it's nasty. It's also not a good look on the person. say if the person got hacked or whatever. Anyway. But, yeah, she was sharing her conversations with other people that she did not know. And, like, screenshots and screen recordings of our conversation, and was, like, lying behind my back. And I was just like, what? That's crazy. So, I don't know. It was just a lack of loyalty there. And there was other issues on top of that that was just breaking my trust. And respect things and accusations that were not true. And I was just like, yeah, I'm done. And I pulled the plug on that. I was just like, I'm like, I'm out. Bye-bye. Hope you heal in due time. No, I'm fine. I don't care. Screw her. She was disrespect. I let her, when I told her, I'm like, I'm sorry, this isn't gonna work. She literally told me to go to hell and go screw myself and a bunch of other things. Like, she literally, like, she literally told me, like, screw yourself, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I was just like, damn, I didn't even let her down bad. Like, I told her, I was like, I'm sorry. I was just like, this isn't gonna work. Blah, blah, blah. I was respectful. I was respectful. I had a conversation about it. I was just like, I made sure that, like, I let them know. And then they're like, basically told me, screw you, you're trash, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, wow. Like, that's insane. I'm like, okay. I wasn't even that bad of a guy. My mother came up to me and she's just like, I'm proud of you. I'm like, why are you proud of me for? She's just like, you broke up with her. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, why are you proud of that? And she's like, I think you made a good decision. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, thank you. Guess my mother wasn't very fond of her. Probably got a bad vibe from her for a long time, from what it sounds like. Yep. I ended up leaving like pajamas at her house or something like that. I left like something at her house. I think it was clothing. And she's like, do you want these back? She sends a picture of me, so a picture of it, like after she blocked me and told me to go screw myself and basically a bunch of other stuff. And then I just texted her back. I'm like, and this is like after she texted all the, like, this is the message after she texted me to go to hell and all this other stuff. I said, I don't care. Throw it away, burn it, do whatever you want. I don't really care. It's just clothes. And she's just like, okay. And then I just blocked her after that. I told her we could be friends. Like, we could still have been friends and just, like, you know, had a good relationship. But she ended up tearing that up, and I was just like, all right. I'm like, it's chill. I don't really care though. I wasn't like, we weren't dating for that long, and I just didn't really have that much of an emotional attachment with her. So when she cut things, so when I cut ties with her, she was just like, how dare you? She may have never been broken up with before, so she was just probably like, she's probably like flabbergasted. Because she told me she, like, in the past relationships, she's always been the one breaking up with other people. And I guess this must have been the first time where someone broke up with her. Well, at least that's what my mother thinks. I'm like, you think so? And she's like, oh, I think I know so. Like, that's a crazy way to handle, like, getting put down. I've asked people out so many times and I've been rejected. It's just like, for me, it's the norm. It's normal. I just like, sometimes I don't even try anymore. I'm just like, I just don't care to. Some people may say that's kind of sad to say, but I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of how it is. Like right now, I have like really not much of an interest of dating, if I had to be quite honest. For some people, though, some people are still in it to win it, and some people still want to date. I mean, if someone comes into my life and they're genuinely like a great person, and they prove to be that person that can be just such an uplifting individual to me, and you know, can fill in those can not fill in the gaps, but like, because I have to fill those in myself, but can, you know, like overflow my feeling of happiness, then that would be nice. My because it started like throughout my like relationship with her, like things started converting from like waking up in the morning to like saying those messages and being like, ugh. Like I went from like, oh yeah, cool, and like I have these messages, like cool. Like you shouldn't like wake up in the morning and be like, oh my god, and think like a relationship feels like a job rather than like something you enjoy doing and being in. Like being in a relationship with her felt like a job, and that was, yeah, no, not my favorite. Almost done mining here. Good job. Proud of you. Keep up the good work. It actually doesn't look bad. Like having the house pale oak styled doesn't look bad. If you need to know how much I did, my pick my nether pick is at red bar when I'm breaking 3. I can fix that when you get back. Okay. I mean, when you get back here, I can literally just do it in like literally like 30 seconds. Shouldn't take me too long. Like all my tools are already repaired. Where the heck did my chest go? God damn it, Logan. He always does this shit. Sugars are filled. Good job. The grave glitch, man. What grave glitch? Alright, time to breed these sheep. Oh, one of them died due to entity cramming. That's crazy. enchant these shears. Or not enchant them, but repair them. Hopefully these things are easy to repair. Almost. Did I tell you about the story about what happened with Doge? So I was out and about with Logan, and when I was out and about with Logan, I had a stasis chamber activated, and when the stasis chamber was activated, I guess Doge decided to break into the base and then activate the stasis chamber. And when he activated the stasis chamber, I immediately got transported back thousands and thousands of blocks from where I was at. And I was just like, I just see him in my face, and then he looks at me, I look at him, and then he turns around and he's just sprinting, and then he logs off. And then exactly where he logs off, I make basically an obsidian cage, and then I fill it up with lava. He joins back and just burns to a crisp. And then I told him, like, you can't get your stuff back until, like, I'm holding on to your stuff until you fix the spawn. I guess that was the punishment at the time. He ended up wasting like 20 of my minutes. You waste my time, I waste your time. Ugh. He ended up saying the reason why he transported me back in the first place was because he wanted to hear the iron door break. So he broke the iron door. He likes the sound, that's what he said. That was his excuse. Or his plea for innocence, if you may. Just put bro in front of the lever next to the iron door and he's entertained. Exactly. I haven't even told you about the drama on the SMP. If I told you about it, we'd be here for another 20 minutes. Well, the previous drama that existed beforehand. There's not as much drama anymore. At least, I don't even think there is any. I'll chill now. But yeah, there was a... Before you joined, long before you joined, there was actually a large amount of issues on the SMP. Logan and Rario try to keep him hush-hush because some of the mistakes that were made in the past were no bueno. But I don't mind talking about them on stream because this is my stream. I can talk about whatever the hell I want. There's some things I won't share, and then there's some things I will share, obviously, about it. But I'd say like some of the things are worthy of like people knowing and presenting. Go on, dude. I can listen to you talk all day. Yeah, my bad. I'm a bit of a yapper. I'm not sure if that's sarcasm. My best friend is a yapper. I'm used to it. Alrighty, dighty. So I didn't join the server until. Actually, I think we're approaching the day. Whoa, we were actually supposed to have the server restart 4 days ago. Oh yeah, Logan, I forgot. Rario is moving it to this Saturday or Sunday. Okay, now I remember. Anyway, what's it called? I can't find the portal back to Logan's. Okay. I'll come out of the portal and I'll show you. But, so I didn't join until March of last year. I remember the day I joined, I met quite a few, good amount of people. It was Logan, Marcy, and a couple of other few that no longer join the server, but all you really need to know is Logan and Marcy. I got to know them. I remember they gave me, I'm just giving you the story from start to finish, by the way, so we're gonna be here for a while. You can come in, just come in. So they gave me, I remember Logan referred me to his base, and his base beforehand actually used to look way different. Benefit. I'll actually show you on stream. Here, let me know when you're on stream. You're gonna be like, no way, this was his base? This is what it used to look like? I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be like, this is insane. This is crazy. There's no way it used to look like that. Or maybe you're not gonna care. Who knows? Eh, maybe you won't care. Where did I join the SMP for the very first time? It was right here. I'm trying to look for me talking in the chat. Alright, here it is. I found it. Alright, let me know when you're on stream. So, this is what it used to look like long ago. You're gonna be like, what? This is crazy. Alright, cool. Alright. So, here is... Oh my god, where's my mouse? I can't find my mouse, alright. This is Logan's base. Here, let me lower the audio. That's Doge talking from a year ago.
Some of this stuff is actually, some of this gear... Yes.
This was on March 1st of 2025, so I've already passed my year on the server.
Here, take these just
I join around here. Here, I'll show you where I joined for the very first time. Somewhere around here.
Forever. Oh. You're not letting too many people talk.
Here, I'll show you what the base used to look like, though. You're probably like, I'm not even showing you. Like, it's my bad. Okay.
What?
Trying to go back to like where he's outside. Oh, here he is. He's outside over here.
The server on the SMP.
So this is before I moved in and I even existed. We're actually gonna be rolling back the server to a year ago. At least that's what Raria said. So that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be for 1 day. It's gonna be for 1 day, so you won't lose your progress. But yeah. So the villager trading area hadn't existed yet. These berries are no longer there. This entire area was never like this. So yeah, that's the portal area. This is the cobblestone mine. That's the rail farm.
I don't see why not go.
That's his home right there. So where he's at right now, here, I'll show you on stream. Try to see if I can get a good close-up shot. Trying to see if I can get like a perfect angle. All right, this is now, or that was before. This is after. Before. Sorry, both that was before, and this is after. Before. After. So yeah, that's what the house looked like. For the inside. So these got replaced a long time ago. The glass portions back here got replaced. A lot of this got replaced. The horse area used to look different. Sugarcane. The sugarcane got removed and converted into the sugarcane farm. His boat dock area got changed. These doors got removed. They were made into automated doors. This farm over here got removed and converted into automated farms. This brick area got destroyed. The dragon egg just started getting moved here. This never used to be regular brick walls. That's also another thing. The aquarium was different too.
I'm just gonna leave this on all night.
This was a storage room. So a lot has changed. And then, oh yeah, he goes outside for this portion right here. I'll turn off the audio. And so this is where he kept his farm animals. This is a lot of this is before Paleoc even existed, so it was kind of crazy. Well, Paleoc existed, but he wasn't putting it in use. And so there's Rario's house. So that's actually it's actually a little bit of an interesting subject, the Rario's house. The reason why he doesn't live in his house anymore, and the reason why Logan's base covers it now, is because Logan actually bought the property out of Rario. And Rario, the houses actually used to be, they used to be side by side, and there was never a wall. So once the wall got implemented by Logan, he got mad at Logan for putting up the wall in the first place, and so then he decided to leave the house entirely and trade it away. So that's why that's the way it is now. And so this is when he started TPing. This is when he did the TP thing. And then I still told him not to do that. And this is when I first met Logan in Minecraft, right here. This is when we first met, and I was just like, yo, what's up? And this is when I first came into the base. I was eating rotten flesh at the time. You can actually see on his mini-map how much more different it looks now. Here, let me see if I can show you guys. Yeah, that's how it looked. A lot of stuff that there is now did not exist beforehand, so it's kind of crazy when you look at it. The area around used to look very different too. Like, I'll show you outside the nether. We go outside the nether at one point. I'll show you guys that too. But yeah, this entire storage room is super unorganized. Also, one of the very first mobs I died to was brutes. I got decimated by brutes. Logan TP'd me in a bastion with a bunch of brutes, and then I ended up dying. I didn't have any food, the correct food to deal with them, and my armor was trash. There he is. There I am, putting on the armor. So this is when it goes through the nether, and this is what the nether looked like beforehand. So it never had, it was so much more organized. There was never been big railways going through. That bastion, there was a bastion that used to be there. That entire bastion got demolished. It doesn't exist there anymore. My track doesn't exist there anymore either. So there used to be a track. There's a track there. You could see it. It got destroyed. So yeah, that's Marcy's base right there. Fritz, yours is back that way, so you haven't existed yet. There's a lot of people that haven't existed yet. Say a good 100 of people haven't existed on the server yet, maybe 200 or 300. Ever since this time. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. So the Nether was definitely very unscathed. A lot of it was very unscathed at the time. That was prime time to join. But yeah. Turned up sisters else into a village. Kind of basically turn the entire base into something different. It's so a lot of it's way more different. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm really gonna show for now. I don't want to bore you with all the details. Majority of it though, what it used to look like. Let's go get those templates. Yeah, what's up, Rario? Rario, I actually had to speak with you real quick. You're Rario, join VC, dude. I want to talk to you. Oh yeah, your trims. I'm so sorry. Want to know a fun fact for it? Pleasure doing business. Yeah, of course. I got banned on the server. Long time ago. I got banned. Like, permanently. Really? What for? Well, did you want to know the exact reason? The exact reason that was labeled under my ban was causing drama. Like, too much drama. Well, actually, no, causing too much damn drama. That was the reason why. And I know who put that ban in. They're currently in the chat right now. That was a whole... I mean... Rario doesn't like it when I bring it up, but it was... I mean, hey, it happened. I never knew that slime. That's crazy, Lamau. Yep. No, I got banned. I was banned. I had no... Oh, sorry. Let me let you out for it. I had no intention of returning to the SMP after that. After what had happened. I even had no intention of returning even before that. So there's actually two different... Oh, whoops. Sorry. The portal's this way. I had two different occasions in which I didn't want to return, and it was actually kind of crazy. For both reasons as to why. My vision, or not my vision, my memory is kind of foggy when it comes to this kind of stuff. There's a lot of things that I'm going to be leaving out if I were to go over the entirety of what happened. But I'll try to sum it up as quickly as I can, and it's just like try to be as thorough as possible while doing so. So let's it's a bit of a bumpy ride, but let's get into it. So when I joined the server, my main goal was to basically develop a sanctuary of some sort. I wanted to build an island, not necessarily an island. The island idea didn't come until later. But I mainly wanted to basically... I wanted to build a massive base, and I wanted to be like, you know... rich on the server, and I had the same intentions and the same goals as like Frit here, and I wanted to just you know just have a fun time, and I did. I would look forward to it every day I came after school, and I still do to this day. But I would always enjoy playing on the SMP, and I would come back and play, and I would invite people, and then I started streaming on it, and then when I started streaming on it, and then I started streaming in like me developing my base and building it, and just you know getting better and better and better, and then my base eventually started growing a villager size and population, and that started getting crazy, and then once that started getting crazy, that's when like some of the very first dramas started to occur. So around this time, I had, I couldn't tell you, maybe give or take. I had to give or take about 15 days worth of experience so far on the SMP. I wasn't that far in, but for a new player, I was growing like exponentially. Like I was going crazy, and I had about 1,500 villagers or so. I had a lot. I definitely had a lot. And so since I had so many villagers, one of the very first issues the operators had with me at the time, which was mainly Azrael and Mario, which is just Rario, they had an issue with the... Bro, let me in. Oh yeah, I got you. They had an issue with the villagers. And so the villagers themselves was like one of the very first issues that they had. I remember that. What's up, Rario?
Alright.
What's up with you? Why you seem tired?
Because I'm sick and tired.
Oh, jeez. Sorry to hear.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the... I'm talking about the history of the SMP. Also, when do you want to do the rollback day?
I haven't had time, but we could do it this Sunday.
Sunday?
No, actually, or Saturday.
Saturday would probably be better for Logan, at least.
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, let's do it on Saturday. But you need to stream at a proper time.
Yeah, I don't mind streaming at a proper time. When's a good time?
I mean, around like, I don't know, around like 6 or 7 in my time. I mean, that's also when a lot more people join. I saw.
6 a.m. or 6 p.m.?
No, PM.
That would be 9 a.m. for me.
That shouldn't be a problem.
All right. Yeah, don't worry. We will do the rollback. I just haven't had time or anything else. Like,
Do you wanna test it, by the way, and check if it's like safe?
It is safe.
Oh, okay, good.
Before doing anything, I'll back up the entire server anyway.
Also, I've been on the server for over a year now. I just passed my 1 year anniversary 4 days ago.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's crazy. So ever since the day that I joined, I've accumulated over 40 days worth of playtime. Jeez, that's crazy. That means a 12th of... That means 1/12 of my year has been on the SMP. That's kind of crazy to think about.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
guess what, Slime? What's up? I still have your first note. My first note. Oh, my book? The book that I left? Oh, screenshot it to me and send it to me. Titled letter. Huh. Hold up real quick. All good. I'm gonna try to get Logan online soon, because I need him to zombify villagers.
Oh yeah.
Well, also, what do you got, man? Do you got like a virus? Like, or sorry, not. Oh, like, yeah, you obviously have a virus, but like, well, maybe you don't. Or you like, what kind of sickness do you got?
It's just a cold.
It's a shame.
It happens. It happens once every few years for me, but
Last year I got sick like seven times at least. Alright, I'll read it.
that's the law.
He sent it to me.
Wow, holy crap. That was March 9th of 2025.
Hello, neighbor. Well, at least you're kind of my neighbor, considering how close you are to me. I just wanted to say hi and let you know I'm in the neighborhood. If you would like to do some trades sometime, then feel free to let me know on Discord. Dr. Slimes EXT. Friendly neighbor, Dr. Slimes. Oh, wow. That's a really old book. That's a really old book. Rare, kinda. It's yeah, I guess so. It's kind of hard to find stuff that's that old on the server anymore.
I mean, because all of it is yours and Logan's.
Sorry?
Because all of it isn't yours and Logan's possession.
The oldest stuff?
Yeah.
Some of it. Not everything.
Marcy only has even older stuff, actually.
Marcy?
Marcy, yeah.
What, like what?
Or like old books and stuff like that.
Logan actually has a little bit of some old books here and there, but I bet he has a lot too. You gonna join the SMP or nah? Too early?
Me? Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to get up and I have to see because I also have to get ready.
You're getting ready for work?
Of course.
You're working today when you're sick?
Yeah, I have to work.
Alright, man. Just close it for the day.
I have to finish some stuff. I wanna do. It's almost the weekend anyway.
If you roll back the server, it will also roll back the armor, huh? All of our armor and our stuff that it's in our inventory to that time as well, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I see. When are you rolling it back to? March 1st of 2025 or?
Around that time, yeah.
Yeah, so I won't have anything in my
Depends.
inventory.
It just depends. It just depends on which backup I find. But around that time anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna be a trip.
Yeah.
Like Frit, do you think it's gonna be a trip seeing your base just not exist? I mean, you barely started, but... Can you ask Rory if he's rolling back the server and when? Yeah, he is. He's rolling it back this Saturday. The upcoming Saturday. So in 2 days. For how long? Just the day. Yeah, most of my builds will be non-existent. Not most of them. A lot of stuff will still exist. Let's go. The downstairs portion is done. What's not actually completely done? Well, mine at least time. Your base existed. Your base did exist. The one you're living in right now, it did exist. Just a lot of, like, stuff won't exist, though. Oh, okay.
Oh my god, imagine going to your first base in the backup.
It's just gonna be a village. I mean, there's not really much to look at.
I guess. But it's interesting.
I guess. I mean, there's not really much to look at. Yeah, a good amount of people had not existed at that time.
I mean, at the time, I think only like a total of 300 people had joined the server.
Can you
Now
tell
we're
me
over like
how much are we now?
810 unique players.
Nah, I see.
But anyway, you know the Minecraft SMP chat has been there since day one.
Has it?
Yeah, it has. If you scroll all the way up, you'll see the first messages that have ever been sent when the server went public.
I can go to sleep. Tech. Alright, see ya. Yeah, getting these villagers, it's definitely gonna take me a while. Hey, hey Fred, do you think I should design a flying machine? And then just put stuff on it, and then see how far it goes? Actually, TNT duplicators sound cool too. And then just make a huge, like, quarry. Oh yeah, I got my internet issue fixed, by the way, Rario. Nope, it looks like Rario has ceased to exist. Oh yeah, my sheep can probably be breeded again. I'm gonna breed them. Come on, guys. Oh, get over here, get over here. Yeah, well, it's okay, one of them. Looks like one of them's gonna have to... One of these lambs is gonna have to go to the slaughter. Jesus, so many of them just died. Hey, Frit, were you here when someone spawned over, like, 5,000 pigs and chickens? Like, they breeded that many? Yeah, that was a crazy time. It was pretty funny though. They ended up getting withers, and the entire spawn got blown up. Like it was bad. I got 40 wool out of that. It's not bad. What were the villagers that sold item frames as a trade?
God damn it. Cartographers? How many do you need? I could just trade you some. Like a stack? Like item frames, right? What's in the hundreds? 200, 300, 400?
Gonna need at least 200. Alright. Yeah, I got you 200. Do you want to just round it up to 3? 3 stacks. Needing that many though is kind of crazy. I have the trade. Moving villagers right now. How dare you move those villagers? Villagers have rights too. How dare you evict them from their homes? Bums, you mean the auto breeder? I'm not messing around. But yeah, when I let's get back to the history thing. All right, cool. Anyway, so at the time, I had bred a ton of villagers, so many that the server started lagging. This is before we had Folia as our server host, and so when we had we didn't have Folia, simple things like the amount of mobs you had in your base would affect the server like tremendously, and it would actually like basically like break the server sometimes. It was bad. And they came into my base and they told me, they were like, hey, we're gonna need some villagers killed. The server TPS issue is too much. And I said, yeah, that's fine. And so then I got rid of like a couple hundred, and then I was just like, all right, we're good. And so the villagers were removed. And once the villagers got removed, yeah, let me see if I can remember. They came back on my base again, and they were still, the operators were still angry with me about the villagers. And so then they just went in my base, and this is previously with another old operator that is no longer operating on the server anymore due to controversies, which I'll get into later. But, both of them basically, killed hundreds of villagers. They wiped at least 1,000 of them, and they're like, well, we only killed the ones with the bad trades, don't worry, we only killed like level 1s, 2s. I was just like, excuse me? And they're like, yeah, we only killed like a couple hundreds. And I was just like, oh my goodness, they killed a ton of them. And I came back and I was just like, what? They killed a couple more entities on top of that, like cows and pigs and such, and I was just like, no way, like there's no way you just did that. And they're like, yeah, we did. And they also built a ton of penises all over my base. That's crazy. But yeah, they basically built a ton of penises, and they were spewing out sperm all around my base. And I was just like, I came back to that, and they had me in like a machine, you know, those how do I put this? Those end rod machines. They had me in one of those when I spawned back on the server, and I was just like, I thought I was getting banned or trolled with them, because they tended to do that beforehand. Azrael, the former operator, and Rario, they would troll players by if they were being bad or something happened, they would troll them just before they banned them. And I was just like, there's no way I'm being banned, bro. This is stupid. And then I was just like, what's up with this? Like, why are there so many, like, penises all over my base? And, like, why did you kill so many of my villagers? And they're like, we told you to deal with the issue. I'm like, I did. I'm like, I killed hundreds of them, and it was fine. They're like, well, you didn't kill enough. And I was just like, you never made that clear. And they said that the issue had been resolved beforehand. And I guess it wasn't. And so that happened, and that made me a little bit annoyed. What else is there? More time goes by, I invite more people to the server. That issue kind of gets resolved. And another issue springs up with other players. Man, I'm trying to remember. So there was another player on the server, and the player was referred to as by Lee Louie, and there was another player, Alex. And they were one of the troublemakers in terms of just, you know, drama. They were involved in a lot of it too. And then would even, you know, Yeah, they were people that just people didn't like on the server. They weren't the greatest to be around. I'm no longer friends with them because of what happened on the SMP. Kind of crazy to say that what happened in the Minecraft game determined a relationship. I mean, it's kind of true. They were ass wipes to a lot of people on the server, even Marcy himself. They tried to claim ownership over one of his bases because they placed one block there. That was their argument. They wanted ownership over the base because of that fact alone, and they ended up manipulating Rario to remove the claim of Marcy, so then they can claim it back. And then Marcy got all pissed off about that too, and then they started getting into a huge argument. It wasn't even an argument; it was more of an insulting competition, and yeah. So I'm not a big fan of Louis. Some people have neutral opinions about them. I personally am not a big fan of him whatsoever. And his boyfriend, they were very disrespectful and rude people to others on the server. They weren't very kind. They brought up stuff that had no relevance to any situations and would bring up other issues and deflect. They would get involved in matters that didn't even involve them themselves, and then it just caused more issues. So it was annoying. At the time, I used to be an operator, and I ended up resigning my operator role because of them too. They were one of the people that ended up eventually causing me to remove my role as an operator. I couldn't handle it anymore. I used to operate way back months and months ago, and they were one of the few people that were reporting me for issues that were not true. And Rario brought that up, and he's just like, "What's up with these reports?" And I was just like, "What reports?" And then they're like, "Oh, we got reports about this and this and this," and they end up showing me pictures. He shows me pictures. I'm like, "That's bullshit." I'm like, not like all that's bullcrap. And I'm like, at that point, I was just done. I was fed up with it. I was fed up with drama. I was fed up with the lies. I was fed up with the way I was getting treated by others. And then I was just like, I'm done. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be resigning. And then, as a formal apology for like taking on the role in the first place, and for any harm I caused to others or whatever, I ended up just taking off all my claims off my base, and I just resigned. I left. I didn't come back for weeks. Logan eventually convinced me. He was just like, "Hey, come back, man." I was like, "We want to play," and I was just like, "I'm like, fine." I'm like, "I'll play." And even after this, I was having issues with Rario. I stopped streaming on the SMP. And I was just like starting to, disapprove of a lot of the things he was doing. And this is when Rario was more agreeable now, but beforehand Rario was a little bit unagreeable. But it was hard to, really, get along in terms of just the way he managed situations. So it definitely wasn't the best, and that's eventually what led me to private a lot of my streams and then just remove them entirely from my channel and stop advertising the SMP. And that was one of the reasons why. It's just like I was not getting a good feeling about the SMP at the time. And so I come back, obviously my operator is resigned. The Rario proceeds to tell me, "You didn't have to, resign your position, like we could have talked it out and everything like that." And I was just like, I didn't want to talk it out. I was tired of it. I was done. I told him I was just like, I was not enjoying my experience as an operator, and a lot of people were saying a lot of lies about me that weren't true, and it was hurtful. And I was just like, I'm done. Like this was supposed to be a space for me to build things, make people happy, and then just have a good time. I wasn't having a good time anymore, and that's what I told him. It's like I was having a trash time. I'm like, why play the game if I'm not gonna enjoy myself while playing it? So I told him that. And he's like, really? That's how you felt? I'm like, yeah. It was trash. People were assholes, and he's just like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Blah blah blah. I didn't stream on the SMP for a while. And then I would just stream after that. I was just like, yeah, whatever, who cares, screw it, I'll stream. So I streamed every once in a while, but it wasn't as much. I didn't ask for my operator back. I didn't really care for it, and neither do I really care for it now. I told I told Rario, I told him if the server gets to the point where it's like unmanageable for the current operator status that like right now that we have, if it gets to the point where it's like very difficult to, I said I would step in and help out. But until then, I said I don't really want to be involved with any of that. And he's just like, fine, deal. And that's basically what the current status of the situation is at. And so he'll always like you know, put that idea out there. Like whenever he talks to me, he's just like, well, we can always have another operator. And I'm like, we're not at the point yet. We're not at that point yet. Like we're not even at the average players yet for that to be necessary. I'm like, I'll tell you what, when we start hitting 5 or 10 players on average, that's when I'll start stepping in. I don't mind stepping in until then. But it's not going to be a while till we get there. And I said, I was just like, so in the meantime, I'm just going to relax and chill. And, you know, enjoy the game. And he's like, well, fine. And that's what the current issue. But
Cranking back the clock before that, there was the whole SMP drama, and this is what eventually caused me to get banned. If you want to go look back at the logs, you can. It was a huge argument, but I ended up coming back. I ended up coming back again after a lot of drama was happening, and so I came back. I was mainly quiet. I didn't really like talking to people much. I didn't like talking to people. I didn't really want to talk with a lot of the people that were originally ensuing drama and causing issues. And I noticed that the same people were causing issues. Now this was where another person comes into the equation, and this was Ayo Floof. I remember her. They did something that was not okay by any means whatsoever. And eventually tried to. So Logan dies, and I had to go over and go get his stuff. I have to go over to go get his stuff and retrieve it for him. So I go over, I retrieve it for him. I had to get all of his stuff. While bringing it back, the floof person is following me around and then attempts to kill me for the loot because they want his loot. And so then they start following me and they start trying to kill me. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, why are you trying to kill me? And then I have to like basically fight them and defend myself to prevent Logan's stuff from being stolen. And then Logan's basically like watching me and spectator getting like basically almost like killed. And I eventually get away. I get him his stuff back, and then he sees this happen and he's just like, he was not okay with it. And I wasn't okay with it either. His stream ends at least. And once his stream ends, I go over to Floof's base, and the thing with Floof is I wasn't really fond of Floof. And the reason why I wasn't fond with Floof was because Floof was kind of a turd when it came to certain subjects and certain things. Like, Floof wasn't very, I don't know, friendly per se. And another thing too is when I first resigned my base and I gave up my claim and I made a resignation letter to everybody on the server, people were fighting over my base, and mainly it was the people who originally were spreading lies about me. And eventually, Floof claimed the entire base for herself and did not let anyone else take it, and then that caused a bunch of issues, but she eventually owned it for a good while. So after what had happened, I basically griefed the shit out of that base and her base too. So I griefed the shit out of both. I basically blew it up. I turned it into craters because of what happened. When she attempted to kill me and take Logan and my stuff at the time, so that pissed me off, and that was when everything started happening. So after that we started arguing. And once we started arguing, what's his face? Louis and Alex started hopping into the equation. And once Louis and Alex started hopping in on the fight, I was just like, you need to butt out. Like, you have nothing to do with this. And then they're like, of course I have something to do with this. And I was just like, here we go again. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, and it's just. That's the thing with Louis. Louis would like get into drama or get into issues that never involved him from the very first place, and
That was one of his like qualities that ended up just really being annoying. So I told him, if you don't shut up and not involve yourself in an issue that doesn't involve you, I will go over there and I will kill the both of you. And they kept talking, and they're like, come on, pull up then. And I said, okay then, I will pull up. So I pull up there, I kill one of them, and then I'm about to kill the other one, and Rario's over here saying, stop, do if you kill one more person, and there's gonna be consequences. So I stop. I don't kill any more people. And I was about to blow up their stuff too. I had an end crystal ready to go. I was about to just decimate even all their stuff after they died. This is before graves that existed too, so I was ready to just decimate. And so I went over, I came back, and then this is when the issue started happening. And then they were like, I want a restraining order from Slime. They're like, we want a restraining order. And the thing is with their base is 1,500 blocks away. They wanted a 15 by 1,500. They wanted a 1,500 by 1,500 block restraining order. I was just like, excuse me, 1,500 blocks. So just to give you an idea, this is how much like area they wanted removed. So they wanted 1,500 by 1,500. So let me see. That would be. So they wanted me. Not here. So basically, this entire area I wasn't allowed to be in range of. They wanted a 1,500 block. So this cut into Logan's base as well. That's what they wanted. And also, it's like 1,500 by 1,500. Do you not know how much area that is in terms of square feet? Like that's 2.25 million blocks. And they're like, what are you talking about? Like that's not even true. And I'm like, no, that is base times length. Or base times height, but in this case, it's just be base times length. Well, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of how math works. And then that was when the owners, one of the owners was on my side. The other owner was not. Rario specifically was not with me at the time, and the reason why, well, at least he says to this day, was because he was getting manipulated by Azrael, one of the former operators. And stuff keeps surfacing about Azrael that Azrael did that shouldn't have been done in the first place. Like Azrael banned one of the users on the SMP, and do you want me to tell you how long they banned him for, and the reason why they banned him? One-year ban. It was a 1-year ban, and it was actually a permanent ban, but the ban lasted for 1 year in total. And the person didn't come back until afterwards asking why they were banned. And so they came back asking why they were banned, and then I was just like, I remember the reason why you got banned. And I was just like, I guess you wrote some derogatory stuff on a sign. I remember the exact situation. They ended up finding out that the derogatory stuff on the sign, that they went into the logs and they found out it was a different player. It was never him. And he ended up getting banned for something that he didn't do. And that pissed off Logan, because when he saw that, he's just like, there's no way. And we ended up doing some research, and we ended up finding out, like, yeah, the more and more we start digging into the files, the more and more we realize Azrael was a piece of shit. And the thing is, he still works on the server here and there, but he's not an operator no more. And to further go into like the drama a little bit more, Logan stated to Mario, the other owner, he said if what's his face ever became an operator again, Azrael, that he would be leaving the SMP. And I said ditto here. And so yeah, he's never gonna be returning as an operator ever again. Otherwise, stuff's gonna go down. And this is the same user, and another reason why he wasn't very like approved of was because he was trying to actually get rid of Logan from the server entirely. So Logan is actually the brand of the SMP, and he wanted to remove him and me entirely from the SMP. It was kind of crazy. He was basically trying to it was treason. It was literally treason. There's no other way to put it. It was treason. He's just like, we need to get rid of Logan. He's a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. And that was happening. And then, I remember in that same chat too, the AO Floof. It was AO Floof, him, Verario, and a bunch of other people were basically talking about how they wanted to physically hurt me and a lot of other things. And that's the reason why I was just like, I'm done from the SMP. And so then Logan stopped playing a lot too. He stopped streaming. He mainly streamed Roblox after that. I stopped playing entirely. I was done. So he didn't come back to the SMP for months. I didn't come back for 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months. I was gone for a long time. After all that drama had happened, Azrael got demoted, even after I got banned. And then I got unbanned, so then I can return my my inventory and what I had on me at the time. I returned it to Logan, and I said thank you for the time. And then I eventually didn't come back for months. And then another reason why I returned was because actually I probably can't I can't really talk about it. I can't really necessarily talk about the reason as to why I returned, but to put simply, Logan had his back against the wall. I'm just gonna say that. And there was nothing really he could do. So yeah, it was kind of crappy. It was a bit of a bad situation for him. What else can I really talk about? And so yeah, he got demoted, and then eventually got found. It was found that he wasn't a really great operator. Big surprise there. Who would have guessed? And a lot of the allegations that were against me at the time for stuff that I allegedly did, that was like something I did wrong, I guess, were eventually like fixed. That was a very, very summarized story, and I'm kind of tired right now, so I'm not really talking about it very well, or like giving you a very good description, but that's probably the best I can give you at the current moment. Do you have any questions? Yeah, no, it is kind of crazy. I'll just put it this way. When I left and Logan left, the server got dried up pretty quickly. Let's say they did get their way and they, like, you know, the server eventually did, like I left and I was banned and then they got rid of Logan too. If that had happened, oh my god, my voice cracking like crazy today. The server would be basically not running, let me put it that way. Like, you wouldn't be playing on the SMP right now. Pretty crazy stuff. I feel like if you have anyone to thank for as to why I'm like still playing, I guess if you want to put it that way, is Logan. I feel like you really gotta. I mean, hats off to him. He's very good at keeping, you know, things together and, you know, keeping people entertained and happy. I would have never have, if it hadn't been for Logan, I would not be streaming right now on this SMP. I would have said F this SMP, and I would have said this SMP sucks, and I'm no longer gonna play on it. It would also be probably unplugged right now if I had not returned. I'm not gonna explain as to why, but that would have been the consequences if I had not. Kind of crazy how things play out in life. Oh, nice. The biggest one currently on the SMP. Well, the record actually went to me because I had a base with over 2,000 villagers. But in terms of a villager haul, I think the record is still with us. We have a villager haul that has 300 villagers. Like, all mastered out, though. Well, hopefully you break that record. I'm basically getting 20 professions at least. Well, that's good. There's a sports team that I do photography for, and they have a team dinner every weekend, and they invited me to it today, and I decided not to go. I didn't really feel like it was my place to. It was my place to be there. I just do photography for their team, and you know, main reason why I take photography or do photography for my for that team is because of my best friend is on the team, and he's trying to go major league, and I also want to just capture those moments because he's my friend and do him a favor. I also record him, and then I tell him of what he's doing good and what he's doing bad. What the hell? But yeah, so they wanted to invite me. They wanted to like basically repay me, and I was like, I don't know. That's not really like my payment to take necessarily. I do it for free, and I don't do it for the benefit of cash or like food or something like that. Kind of just do it for people, and that's their team dinner. I'm not on the team. I'm just a photographer. So I didn't really feel like it was my place to be there. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. Alright, I think that's it for me today. I think I'm gonna end the stream. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming to the stream, and if you guys have not already, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you guys did so, but thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate all of you. Appreciate the support, and let's see how far we can go with this base. Anyway, I will catch you guys all in the next one. Peace out.